first day I recorded was Monday, and there was no quality setups I could find. I was on the charts almost the whole day on almost every single macro, and I'll show you clips of that. I couldn't find a single setup that I was confident in, so I just stayed patient. I let the setups run, I let it go to break even, and I just watched it, collected data, refined my psychology, and just tried to improve as much as possible on the mental side of trading, especially on Monday. Monday's like a warm-up day. It's right after the weekend, so I really recommend just demo trading, let your psychology warm up, and don't force your will on the market. As you can kind of see, we had a long setup off of this inversion SMT at the low instead of a macro. Our take profit should have been this external high, but I didn't want to take it. 20 points isn't really much, no matter how much size I'm trading, and regardless if it's like a 1 to 3, 1 to 4, I do not like taking it. So I just didn't care if I got stopped out in profit or not, because it wasn't really much points I'd be capturing. I'm still home, and it is 11:50, so I'm not seeing anything. This looks like garbage. This still looks like garbage. This is horrible. High probability breaker did play out, though, to an extent. We have the short setup off of here, we have the tap, we have TP1, which instantly would have put it break even. So this is a break even trade right now. So boom, break even, not really too good. This should be a fast trade.
Oh, sorry. That's okay.
3, 2, 0, bang. I've waited since last macro, so I've been here wasting an hour of time. So I'm just gonna leave it here, let whatever happened, and see the result later. So, alright, I busted off the laptop again because you should never do that. Because what if your take profit gets ran and you just leave it? That would screw you up. So I guess I'm done for the day, because that would have killed me. Yeah, don't just leave your take profit sitting there. So, even though today sucked, at least I can see the students are doing well. Simple caught shorts off of a BPR, first take profit hit, break even, and I think he's gonna get stopped out now, but we're on to day 3 of this video. So I gotta pop this up. We are gonna be trading today. I haven't done any analysis. I had to hit the dentist, but I'm gonna do my pre-market analysis, get a bias down, and figure out what we're gonna be doing. There's such good shorts off of this inversion right here. Literally accumulation, manipulation, distribution, lower. For today, I'm gonna be refining the fact that I can't really be afraid of losses, because the more losses I take, I grow and learn. So even if I do take a loss, it'll help me with my confidence, executing, and overall just my analysis. So we missed out on this 850 macro trade. I finished my pre-market analysis. I am pretty bearish, actually. So the reasons for that: 15-minute BPR, protected high, SMT at the highs, internally, externally. This BPR is also inside of the SIBI after running out this high, and we are bearish. Majorly bearish because we have this massive new week opening gap lower, and I want to see DXY rebalance this range right here. Alright, no trade 1050 macro. I'm just going to look at motorcycles. I'm not going to get a 400cc. I'm going to start on a 600 ZXXR. So I'm just looking for whichever one is new. Then we're going to go snag that whenever I can. I ended up taking a loss during the 1050 macro because I assumed that we were going to be bearish again, even though all the signatures, everything was telling me that we would be bullish. We inverted a 5-minute gap. We retraced into discount of the dealing range. We reacted off of a discount PD array. We ran a high. Everything should have been bullish past that point, and I thought shorts would have been a good move, and I got stopped out pretty quickly. Ended up taking a loss on that short, which is completely fine. It happens. I went over everything I did wrong there, which I was completely at fault for that loss. We're in. This is where stop goes break even. It's all good. It looks like we are up $1 on the day from the little loss that we took, and the one win we had. It ended with me being up $1. Decent day, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. This day sucked, but it's okay. Okay, all I'm looking for, 25th quadrant of this 4-hour gap to get nailed. IFEG, SMT at the highs, and then we're good. I'm shorting off that, and that's just a simple ending to my day. That would just give me my model, and I'd just be done, and I could happily get out for the day. 4-hour power 3 alignment, accumulation, manipulation into the 25th quadrant of this Sibi. Then I want to get a reaction for distribution lower to fall through. Oh, my wire stuck. The problem with this trade was I was supposed to short off the first inversion gap we created. So the first inverse we have, I go short. I was waiting for the second one because I was just too scared to put the first one as my entry for some reason, even though that is my model. So what I did here, you can see I put my limit order, I executed the limit order in a place where the trade would have fully played out and ran to its full take profit and had very little drawdown, but I decided to hold off and take the larger fair value gap or the larger inverse for whatever reason, just because I didn't want to take a risk 10 points, and I ended up losing, taking like a 15-point loss because of that. So that was 100% my fault on that part too. As you know, I got stopped out for like a 160 loss right here. My stop loss should have been above this candle's open, which that was my fault. But the real issue is, this is where my entry should have been. My number one problem with trading right now, I know that this should be my entry and I still don't want to take it. It's so weird. After the 1050 macros loss, I waited for the 1150 and we had a very good setup. It was just an order block SMT breaker, kind of like a unicorn with a gap, and I entered on that instead of the 1150 macro with 1 NQ contract or 10 MNQ contracts, and I made $940. I don't really remember the exact amount, but I was up $740 on the day. I'm just gonna cut to Friday and get this video over with because I've been working on it for the past week and I have a bigger project coming. So I took a loss on Friday. It was a quick $84 loss. I made $721 on the week, so it was a green week just like the previous week. One trade kind of made it back. We were dealing with rough conditions. The best thing we can do is just stay patient, trust the process, continuously apply our edge. Alright, I'm actually finished for the week. Sadly, I don't think I'm gonna have too much of a content. Yeah, I wish I recorded the winning trade I had earlier from yesterday, the long that I caught, but I was just feeling too sick. But this is just 1 week. I think I'm gonna do some gym shenanigans tonight. I don't fully know, but this week was kind of mid. Very boring week. So I'm done trading. I'd like to mention, I'm really happy if I'm being honest. I feel like I purged all the bad habits. Other than I still procrastinate so much, especially when I was sick. I wasn't able to do much. I got a headache from trading, but all my habits in trading have just been destroyed. So all I really need to do is just trust my technical analysis and just push even harder, because I know my strategy. There's something about it that's so powerful and I'm just not fully utilizing it. So once I do have that down, I'm just gonna dominate. So I have a student one-on-one I gotta do. Gotta make sure he's in the right place. Then I'm gonna backtest live, get some data for the mentorship, and then from there, I think that's it. Work on the mentorship, leave 3 p.m. So 4 hours of work, productivity, and then we're good.